Welcome back to another edition of Fact or Flop Friday, where I, Jacky P, your CFP, breaks down financial advice from the internet and help you separate the good from the bad. Today, I'm coming after all the big fancy Wall Street firms, the Goldman Sachs of the world, the JP Morgans, the Merrill Lynches, you name it. These big fancy prediction machines are almost always wrong. First of all, these forecasters often change their predictions after market events change with them. So when the markets are doing well, they say, hey, we're going to the moon, awesome, high five all around. And once the markets falter, then they say, oh, wait a minute. We saw this in the last couple years, back in 2022 and 2023, when the market was making wild swings, and so were these predictions. This 2018 study looked at 153 recessions in 63 countries between 1992 and 2014. It found that a vast majority of recessions were missed by economists in both the public and the private sector. This was painfully true for the 2008 global financial crisis, where they didn't announce that there was a recession until a full year later. Not only are they missing the recessions, but they're also missing the economic booms. The definition of a recession is a decline in the GDP 2 quarters in a row. However, looking back since World War II, the average recession lasted about 10 months. So, historically speaking, when we look and find out that we're in a recession, we're usually already on our way out of it. Third, have you noticed that most of these firms throw out a prediction of 40%? Do you know why? Because that's a safe bet. It's not too high, so they look like fearmongers, but it's also not too low, so they don't put their credibility on the line. Your long-term strategy should not be affected by short-term events. If you're constantly reacting to market predictions, you're playing a losing game. Focus on having a sound financial plan that accounts for good markets and bad. This is a flop because relying on these predictions can wreak havoc on your financial future. So, are we having a recession? Honestly, I don't know. But you know what? Neither does anyone else. This is Jacky P. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week.